Hi students, so in this video we are going to see how to convert an NFA to a DFA, that is how to convert a non-deterministic finite automata to a deterministic finite automata. So that is we are going to convert the NFA to DFA with its equivalent. So by default DFA has more state than as an NFA. So in worst case scenario, the smallest DFA has like 2 to the power n state, while NFA has like n states. So this is like a golden rule. So we'll be converting the NFA to DFA using a concept called subset construction proof. I'm not going to in detail about subset construction proof. I'm just going to explain you how this conversion can be done in a very easy manner. Okay, let's take a problem. So this is my problem. So convert the following NFA to its equivalent DFA. So this is the given problem. So here you can see that they have given like 4 states, P, Q or S. P is the initial state and S is the final state. Because of the symbol we can able to find it out, and it is completely non-deterministic because you can see it here. In P state, if the input is 0, it may jump to Q or S. So it is non-deterministic. So same wise here, in a Q state, if the input is 1, it may jump to Q or R. Okay, now we will see how to convert this particular NFA into the DFA. So to convert this NFA into DFA, we will be using the subset construction method. So before that, let me write the tuple of this NFA. This particular NFA has like 4 states. So set of state is PQRS, 2 symbols 0 and n, and transition with respect to NFA is represented as delta n, and P is our initial state and S is our final state. So this is the representation of the given NFA. And as per our golden rule, in a worst case scenario, as there are 4 states, our DFA may have 2 to the power of 4, that is 16 states. That is not that's not very much sure, it may or may not. Okay, so let's start. So how to start is that here we have to identify what are the new states we got, that is combination of 2. Here we got a new state, that is new subset, and here also we have got a new substate. So with respect to this new state, we have to identify the transition, what happen if a 0 or 1 becomes an input. That is I think I will write the transition for not for all, but for a single thing. So that is, we need to find let it be black. Okay, we need to find delta of, that is with respect to this QS. QS is my new state. So Q comma S, with respect to this new state, what will happen if input 0 arrives? Likewise, I need to check the same state, what will happen if input 1, because there are only two inputs, so we can handle only 2 inputs, so 1 arrives. So in QS, if the input is 0, means simply it is equivalent to delta of simply my Q comma 0 union, let me get the union symbol, union my S comma 0. So what it is, in Q state, when the input is 0, it goes to R, so that would be R. And in S state, if my input is 0, it is simply 5, so that need not to be included, so simply it is R. So we can put it as, this is my new state which I got it from here now. So I am just copying it over here. For this new state, when the input is 0, it goes to simply R. Likewise, if it is 1, same way there are two states, no, same, instead of 0 we need to check it for 1. In q state 1 what happens, in q state in s state 1 happens. So in q if it is 1 it goes to q comma r, so write q comma r, and in s if it is 1 it goes to p, so it is pqr, actually p comma q comma r. So we got another new state. So this is our next new state actually. So here we got p comma q comma r, our new state. So I think let me give another color because already I had used this yellow color. Okay, fine. So likewise we don't need to write all these steps. If it is for in universities exam students, in the paper point of view, if it is like a 13 or 12 mark question, we need to write this transition, or it is like an objective question, or in that kind of question, those kind of transition is not written. Just by seeing this table itself we can able to write it. How we can write it I will show you now. So this is another new state we will get. Before that we will complete this state also. So here q comma r, so you check with q. In q when it is 0 it goes to r, so simply add r. Likewise in r when it is 0 it goes to s, so add s, that's it. So again this is my another new state, so make it in a different colors only, remember. Then in q when it is 1 it goes to qr, so it is q comma r, and in r when it is 1 it goes to p, so it is pqr actually, so p comma q comma r. So this state is new state which has been already came, so no problem. So now I have like two more states which I need to find what will happen when 0 and 1 comes. Let me take this small 2 state thing. Okay, fine. So in r and s, so here r and s, in r and s if it is 0 it goes only to s, the another one is 5, we can leave it off. Then with respect to 1 both goes to p, so p union p is p, so we can simply write it as p. So there is no new state we arrived. The next one is p, q and r, so this new state we will take. Okay, so p, q and r, in p, q, r when it is 0 it goes to p, s, r, s. So union of union of q, s, union r, union s is going to be q, r, s, am I right? So simply write q comma r comma s, and you can see that this is our new state. Then with respect to 1 p, q, r, s it goes to p, q, r, am I right? So p comma q comma r, which is already we have got it, p comma q comma r, we have already, you have the state, so no problem. So again we got this particular new state qrs which we need to handle. So q comma r comma s, this particular new state. So with respect to qrs, with respect to, wait, am I done anything wrong? Q, okay fine, it's correct only. So with respect to qrs, combining of these two it will be r comma s, so simply r comma s, and here with the qrs with respect to 1 it is pqr, so the same pqr has been repeating, no? Oh, I have done another control C and then control V. Okay, fine. So this, for this orders we have already find it out, and you can see that there is no more new state, am I right? And already we have the state for R, S, P and all, we have the state already over here. So your final output, the final output, let me make it as an another blank slide so that it will be easy for us. Your final output would be, let me copy this out so that I may get some extra space. So this must be my input. So what happened is here, we can make another more thing, 1 2 3 4. So 1 2 3 4. Okay, so you copy this, sorry, okay, so let me copy this again. Okay, so now this is actually my NFA state, NFA state, NFA state. What I can do is that for simplicity we can make a I think I can insert column here. I'll call it as DFA state, and PQRS, let it be the same, whereas here, so PQRS, let it be the same because that is a single term. Here let me make it as A, B, C, D and E. I don't know why this coloring is all coming, so let me take everything out, no colors. Okay, so I make QS as A, B, C as a new state. So wherever this QS comes, we will make it as A. So this is A, wherever QS, so nowhere else. And QR, wherever it comes, let me make it as B. So I am making this as B. And RS as C. So this one as C. And any other RS is there? Oh, here it is going to be C. And PQR, so many places it came, no? So I will make it as D. So this one D, this one D, PQR, this one is D and this one is D, and the QRS as E. This is for simplicity. So this particular NFA, so this is my NFA is being converted to a DFA. It has been converted into a DFA. You can see here we have 4 state, whereas here we have 4 plus 8, 9 state, not 16 state, at least a 9 state. Now we have another important task. Here P is the initial state, and S is the final state. In our new state, wherever the P comes, that will also becomes your new state. So this also will becomes my new state. So this is the only place my P came, and wherever this S is there, that will becomes my final state also. So this will becomes my final state, one of my final state, and S is here also. So this is also one of my final state. So let me mark it with a star. And here also it has an S. So here also it is one of the final state. So here this is with respect to my NFA, am I right? This is the equation with respect to NFA. Then my final DFA D will be equivalent to how many states I have? I have P, Q, R, P, Q, R, S. Then again I have A, B, C, D, E. So these are my set of state. Then input are the same, 0, 1. And here the delta, instead of delta n, that is that table. Here it becomes another table. So we will make it as delta with D. Okay. And here is the magic actually, comma. So initial state. So here it is only P. Now I have 2 states, P and D. So P, small p, D. Okay. and final state is set of final state is it is like small s, then I have C and A C E. So, A comma C comma E. Okay, this is my DFA notation. Okay. So, now you can see that this is quite complicated, this DFA. It has so many states and certain states are repeating the same. So, in the concept of DFA minimization, we can minimize these DFA into still more a minimized DFA can be done using the DFA minimization, which you can study from my other video. Thank you.